Our mental health expert Bill Prasad explains how college students can manage their anxieties this school year in today's Mental Health Minute.
As we roll into September, many college students find themselves in limbo, not knowing if classes will continue on campus, whether online learning continues indefinitely, and if they will make the grade when it comes to handling anxiety. Preliminary numbers tell us the pandemic is already causing higher levels of depression, financial insecurity, and stress for these students. More than half of the 50,000 students who participated in the American College Health Association's Spring 2020 National Health Assessment reported receiving mental health services in the last year. In another survey conducted by Active Minds in April, 91% of 2,000 students reported that COVID-19 had added more anxiety to their lives. 81% reported the pandemic caused them disappointment and sadness. Student counseling centers are answering the call with on-campus or virtual services. As for parents, check to see if you have an employee assistance program through work. Some of those programs will extend free counseling services to college students even if they are going to school out of state. We are all getting a lesson on how to use all of our resources in an all-out fight to maintain psychological buoyancy. I'm Bill Prasad, your mental health and wellness expert.